Sustainable procurement is a method that ensures that decision-making and procurement procedures still adhere to stakeholder expectations while including environmental, governmental, and social aspects of corporate responsibility. The least negative effects on the environment and the best potential social outcomes are its goals. Why green procurement? Green purchasing methods can assist businesses in cutting costs. At first sight, the cost of green procurement might appear a bit excessive, but when you take into account the savings in material and energy expenses, decrease waste and pollution, and improve quality over the cost of a product's life cycle, you can actually save a lot of money.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL binti AMRAN. I'm going to talk about article Public Bank Someway Property Inc. MOU to promote financing for green development. Public Bank Berhad and Someway Integrated Property Sendirian Berhad has signed a memorandum of understanding to jointly provide real estate financing for green and infrastructure projects. Customers with green certification for resident and commercial property development by Someway Property will benefit from attractive pricing, fast appearance, and many more. The Green Support the Public Bank aims to seek security and contribute to the resolution of international security issues. By 2030, this initial goal, namely reducing pollution, will transform the development of Someway product into low-carbon, sustainable development city. For opinion on the statement given, the company effort to reduce environmental impact and solve social problems can be seen in the company pursuit of net zero carbon target and traceability of natural rubber history. The partnership between Public Bank and Someway Properties strengthens green purchasing with minimal environmental impact to reduce emission, meet various program objectives, and save landfill. Sustainable practices have the potential to develop commercialities, enhance quality of life, and inspire optimism for the future. In terms of the environmental, sustainable practice may support biodiversity, climate change adaptation, and the preservation of natural resources. For problem and challenger, first is limited supplier choice. Finding supplier who can provide green and sustainable product can be difficult. This can lead to less turnover and therefore higher price for sustainable products. Second is green development related project may have new technologies, material or processes that are risky or unclear in their risk assessment. Third, skill and knowledge are limited. Sales professionals may lack knowledge and understanding of sustainable purchasing process. Lastly, green construction may require larger investment or upfront costs that traditional projects. The lack of easy and affordable financing to support green development goals may prevent development from making such effort. So I agree with this article because there is general agreement that financing for green growth is a good way to address environmental concerns, promote sustainability, and help shift toward a lower company. It can achieve sustainable development goals, have a positive impact on the environment, and contribute to economic development.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad HAKIMI bin ZAINOL NAZRI. I will talk about the article Top Glove Releases Sustainable Policy, Reaffirm Commitment to ESG Practice. Top Glove Corporation Berhad has identified 3 strategic initiatives in its new sustainability policy publication. These include addressing climate change and improving the environment, being a good citizen that benefits people, and creating long-term value through the business practice and collaboration with partners. The company expressed its commitment to promoting human rights, protecting pets land, and preventing deforestation around the world through its sustainability strategy. Top Glove are expected to reach a zero carbon footprint by end of fiscal 2035. It also hopes to trace 70% of its product back to fossil fuel factories, identify key areas of cost effectiveness and social concern. Chairman Lim Cheong-Guan said he is aware of a glove impact on the environment, employees, and the communities in which it operates. To improve the future of all stakeholders, the company wants to build health in terms of sustainability. The Lost Sustainability Roadmap defines meaningful targets starting fiscal 21 and continue through fiscal 2025. Top Glove independent director serve as chairman of the ethics committee, which oversee the business activities. In my opinion, not supporting deforestation, protecting peatlands, promoting international human rights values because of ethical commitment. The company effort to reduce environmental impact and solve social problems can be seen in the company pursuit of net zero carbon target of traceability or natural rubber history. According to the article presented, Top Glove safety concept and promise show that a ways to ensure safety and certification will contribute to life in the future. So next, we move to the problem and challenges. Top Glove operates in a competitive industry, so environmental and economic measures may require additional investment or change to the current process. Balancing environmental concern with corporate goals and financial stability can be difficult, especially when it is more important to reduce costs quickly or effectively. The first problem is changing environment. Safety standards and regulations are evolving rapidly, and the Top Glove must be agile and adapt to the new needs. Keeping up with the new regulation can be difficult, and the stakeholder expectations are constantly changing, so security policy need to be updated regularly. Next is monitoring and measuring the progress and result of the sustainability program can be difficult. Good strategy and adequate data management are essentially to creating reliable metrics, collecting accurate data, and reporting company performance clearly. I agree with the article. It is good thing Top Glove announced a solid policy and reaffirmed its commitment to ESG practice. It is because it showed that the business understand the value of sustainable development and is ready to move toward good business practice. The Top Glove is to establish a role of responsibility and set a clear direction for its activities by setting clear goals and strategies in the sustainability policy. Stakeholders can evaluate the company's performance and hold them accountable for their promises.
In collaboration with Riko Sendirian Berhad, the government-owned Bank Pertanian Malaysia Berhad, Agrobank, has started using green procurement practices in its office and commercial operations. Agrobank expects to save its operating costs by up to 50% with Riko's environmentally friendly technology, which includes green document solutions. According to Agrobank COO Mat Yusof Yazid, the company is looking for methods to cut expenses while boosting operational efficiency. Riko Malaysia will work with Agrobank to make infrastructure upgrades at 160 of its 190 locations nationally in order to cut down on energy use, reduce carbon dioxide emissions, and increase employee understanding of environmental issues. The bank wants to eventually transition to a paperless workplace. Riko Malaysia will adopt environmental sustainability through its managed document service, delivering green products to Agrobank, downsizing machinery, altering management practices, creating green KPIs for monitoring and management, and offering continuous improvement advice. In the course of the 5-year agreement, according to Riko MD, Peter Wee Boon Kian, the business wants to provide Agrobank with cost-effective solution. Additionally, Riko received a top ranking in the Oicom Sustainability Ratings and silver class in the Robeco SAM Sustainability Ratings. Honestly, from what we have read on the article, our opinion is companies are seeking for ways to cut costs and increase efficiency as the global marketplace grows more and more competitive. Green procurement practices, which occur when companies make conscious choices about the goods and services they buy, are one method that they have been able to do this. Utilizing green procurement methods has a lot of advantages, including lessening the influence on the environment, enhancing worker safety and health, and boosting corporate social responsibility. The corporate business can differentiate itself from the competition and become a market leader by making this kind of decisions. First one is higher costs. Many procurement departments and businesses are concerned about the cost of transitioning to a new procedure when attempting to use a more sustainable form of procuring. 97% of the businesses responding to a survey about national legislative support stated that the absence of such rules will result in higher project costs. Second one is difficulty assessing proper technology. Many procurement managers and departments discover that in order to effectively make their efforts environmentally friendly, they require a distinct set of tools or technology when seeking to make the procurement process more sustainable. Furthermore, for a simplified procurement process, these tools must be simple to incorporate into the existing system. Implementing new technologies might be challenging depending on finance and higher level internal support, but the company may help other departments comprehend and recognize the necessity of sustainable procurement by educating them at different levels of the organization and advocating for greater emphasis on sustainable practices. Last one is few internal resources. To get the best outcomes from your sustainability initiatives, the organization need time, money and other resources. The procedures required to implement sustainable sourcing and purchasing practices must be learned over time by procurement teams. They must have the skills necessary to assess the sustainability of both their own performance and that of their suppliers. Personally, we 100% agree with what Agrobank did in order to embark on green procurement in their company. Green purchasing is simply a limited instrument which organizations who are serious about promoting environmental sustainability will need to acknowledge. The organization will need to dedicate the resources required to engage suppliers in ongoing discourse and education for it to have a substantial multiplier effect. For environmental management, the buying departments will need to establish itself as a center of expertise in train the trainer.